Hello, it is I, Canadian man. Yes, hello, it is I, Arizona TCSNR, or just TCSNR, or TCSNR Productions, or Aries. Yes, you have seen me sit in this chair at the end of the Season 3 finale of Five Nights at Freddy's plush. As you can see, I am wearing my Canadian Pacific Railway hat that is extremely faded. I had this since 2012. I'm not going to take my hand because this is getting awkward. I'll just take my hat off. God damn, my hair is messed up. There we go, thanks. Anyways, it is I, TCSNR. Like I've said, you have seen me sit in this chair at the end of Season 3's finale of FNAF Plush. And that is exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this video. You've never really seen me sit in the chair, like, eye to eye to my audience and just posting this video on the internet, as it will be eventually, or now. So, we're going to be talking about how TCSNR actually started. So, let me explain. Back in 2020, when I first created the FNAF Plush series, it started off kind of awkward. Never really had a story to it. And I just wanted to kind of create the series for like just a bunch of funnies and stuff like that. And I was never really able to gather much of an audience for making plush videos. Like just like grabbing like random stuffed animals and just making like random videos with them, just to get like just to be famous and stuff like that. It never really happened. Like I mean, the video got like a good portion of views. I'm really surprised that actually happened. But it took months in advance for that to happen, and I was shocked after how long it took just for that many views to get on one video. That when I first created this channel, and this was like a game changer for me. I wanted to make more. And then like the next day after I posted that one video, I posted the next episode, which really didn't make any sense at all. Like, I mean, it kind of continued with the story and everything, but the thing is, the villains came in like right in the beginning of the series. And I'm like, why did I do that? So yeah, the series never really had like a full-fledged story to it. And yeah, that's all I could really say. Never really had a good story to it before like it kind of advanced like throughout like until now when I got to Season 4. And Season 4 is still in the process of being made. I am getting kind of lazy for editing videos. I don't even know why. I kind of just stopped editing plush videos there, and then I kind of just advanced to more of the popular stuff. And like Travis Plush Productions said in one of his videos, popular thing equals good. And I kind of went along with that because Murder Drones, Amazing Digital Circus, they got kind of popular from the Glitch channel. And I was like, man, these guys are good. And then, so then I realized after I got the Murder Drones plushies for being too late for the plush fandom, I never really knew what to do afterward because literally all I did was just make funny little plush videos that barely got any views. That's all I could really say. They just got like less views than I would imagine. And I got kind of upset about that before I posted the first Murder Drones plush video, and that was how to raise your Murder Drones plushie, the series. And I got like 1,000 views, and I was surprised at how that happened. And then I decided to make short little skits with those guys. And then until I heard about Digital Circus being like so popular and blowing the internet out of the grounds, getting like 20 million to like 40 million views. Editor, show the view count on the screen there. There, right there, there. Now you can see how many views Digital Circus got for the pilot episode. And now, with episode 7 and 8 coming out from Glitch Productions for Murder Drones, those are possibly going to be the last 2 episodes that I would possibly imagine. Will there be a season 2? Or will it just be season 1? We do not know quite yet. We will have those news from Glitch. Yeah, we will have those news from Glitch. But until then, Glitch will also be working more further with Digital Circus by moving on with episode 1. After the pilot episode got like God knows how many views, I like I said, editor put that view count on the screen there, boom, got that view count. Now, take all those views, and look at mine. I suck. No, I don't suck. I honestly would have done better if my editing skills weren't as shitty. But hear me out. Practice makes perfect. When I started editing using my movie from 2020 and 2021, preferably, I've been using my movie the entire time after I first found out about editing. I tried editing the best I could possibly do it, make it as funny as possible, until now. Look at me. I could do CapCut edits with rail fanning, and I could just do like funny little plush videos and edit with one of the best editing platforms I have on my phone, and that possibly being CapCut. One of the best editing platforms anyone could use. Honestly, I have it on my phone. I have it on my computer. It's all there. CapCut is just right there. That's all I can really say about CapCut. It's just right there. I don't know why I sound like that for a second. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. No, I'm joking. I'm not game theory. I'm not that bad. But anyways, getting back on topic with plush videos and how TCSNR fully started. Ever since I first created this channel in 2020, I thought I'd make the best of it. I thought all to myself that I would have all the fame and all the popularity out of anyone. I was so on to myself that I was power hungry. I was power hungry to the point where I wanted it all. I wanted it all to myself. All the fame, all the love, all the support. It never really came to me either way. And I was kind of sad about that from the time being. That and also I was 13 from the time prior. When I first made the channel. Wait, hold on. I made this in 2020, and I'm 15. What does that mean? Wait. Okay, I'm turning 16 this year. But I'm still 15, so that means I just realized I was 11 when I started this channel. Dang it! Well, I guess the YouTube TOS is gonna probably have to warn me about starting my channel very early at a young age. But who gives a crap? They never really knew I was 11 from the time prior. They thought I was just a regular 13-year-old, stuff like that. But look at me now. I got freaking facial hair. I'm probably gonna grow a goatee, and I got a freaking mustache. Like, look at this. I got a freaking mustache. Oh god damn it, my battery. Shit. Anyways, as I was saying, I look a lot older than I look, and back 2020, I looked like I was freaking like I didn't even look 13 from the time prior, at all. I never really looked 13 from the time prior. I probably looked like I was like freaking 8, 7, because I was just a pure boy. I just had hair, eyebrows, and now is that I never really had a mustache at all. Neither did I have a beard. But now with puberty going on and my channel growing a lot more than I usually thought it would be, because it's 2024, I've been doing YouTube for like 3 years now, and I've been rail fanning for like 4 years, because I started rail fanning at a late time. I started rail fanning in late 2020, like before the end of the year of 2020. I started rail fanning on December 23rd, 2020, and that's when it all began for TCSNR. Yeah, plush videos plush videos was one of a kind thing to do, but until I got back into the whole thing for railroads and stuff like that, I just couldn't resist the temptations. I really couldn't. So after that, because it was like after Christmas and stuff like that, when I got back into the whole thing, and when I got back into the whole gig for railroading and stuff like that, it kind of got me back into the whole thing where I would actually go out more and touch grass, because, well, 2020, we were in a global pandemic, and it really put an impact on, like, social interaction, where you get to actually hang out with your friends. That and also the pandemic causing a lot of mental harm, causing anxiety, depression, a lot of the bad things. And that's how I kind of felt, because I was never really able to hang out with a lot of the friends that I had. That and also moving away from them too, because I was like right on Memphis Lane. Kind of sucked being trapped in a hotel for like almost like an entire year. I've been trapped there for like 6 months. It sucked. But anyways, yeah, being isolated from your best friends kind of put an impact on the entire world in general. And I was the kind of guy that would still go outside and touch grass, because I didn't really care what the government said. Being stuck inside your house, not doing anything, not talking to people. I mean, wearing a mask in public is one thing, because, well, it was a pandemic, and yeah. But that and also the whole gig of me rail fanning in a pandemic and stuff like that. It didn't really do much for harm to me, because, well, I never really knew much about rail fanning until like late 2023, and that is when I finally met one of my best friends until then, Tyler M. Yes, me and Tyler have been friends for quite a while. I never really had Discord from the time prior, so we kind of just talked to each other in the comments of one of my Railfan videos that I made when we finally moved into a good house. And that was Railfanning in the Winter/Fall, Season 1, Episode 1. But that series kind of discontinued. Railfanning in the Fall kind of discontinued. And Railfanning in the Winter, or what I used to call it back then, the Winter, because it was a mixture of winter and fall. It had the fall colors, but it had the cold like winter, and it's exactly what it feels like outside today. Yeah, it sucks. I saw a train today. I couldn't make it for the last one because the weather got real nasty. It was that go topic. When me and Tyler first met, it was one hell of a meetup. But we never really met each other IRL. That's the thing, because I live in Niagara and he lives somewhere else here in Ontario. But he's here, obviously, in the southern region of Ontario. It's all the Canadian National lines and Via Rails. But sometimes he goes to other lines like for Via Rail, CP, Go Transit, all the fun stuff. And then that's when Tyler introduced me to his friends. Danny the Go Transit Rail Fan, Go Hoodie, at Markham Rail Fan, and a bunch of other people that I can't really list. And speaking of which, I got a notification from him. But anyways, when I first started rail fanning, I had one of the greatest friends that I could have possibly had imaginable before I met another one of my good friends. Well, we kind of just met each other for the time being, but this is when I had around like 400 subscribers. This is when I was celebrating like 250 to 300 subscribers on this channel, when I officially named it Aries O'Neill TCSNR. And TCSNR was the kind of thing that kind of caught my eye. But here's what I originally named it: Aries Gaming 193 Production, Plush Productions, showing the image of a blue jumping spider as my profile image. Yeah, it looked cute and all, but then I eventually changed it to something else. I made an OC of Funtime Freddy in blue and orange. And that was going to be a plushie that I wanted to make in the future. Then also, the jumping spider too, to represent the old days of my channel. But then I kind of lost interest in that when I started rail fanning. And rail fanning was one of my things that I loved doing from the time prior. Then also, I still continue making plush videos from then. But yeah, making plush videos, rail fanning, it was all kind of here and there. It was like everywhere on my channel. But yeah, this is pretty much how TCSNR pretty much began. When I started rail fanning on Long Beach Lane. At first, I obviously had it as Aries O'Neill, the Canadian South Northern Rail Fan. That is what TCSNR stands for. The Canadian South Northern Rail Fan. And it's pretty much just the Canadian South Northern Rail Fan, but all the capitalized letters, TCSNR, like bashed into one. And you might be asking, how did I make the logo? Well, speaking of which, when I first used CapCut, I used the font Yapar. I used the font Gamers. But here's the thing. About a few months after Gamers was introduced on CapCut, and when it was the free version, when it did not introduce Pro, Gamers was sadly removed. So I lost my old font for the logo, where I had a picture of CN Port Robinson Yard, when it was me and the Central CN Railfan, or who was named originally LKCN Railfan. I kind of missed it when he was actually named LKCN Railfan, before he took my inspiration of being TCSNR Productions, before I named this channel Aries O'Neill TCSNR, when I had the @ handle as TCSNR Productions. So pretty much, Landon took all inspiration from me. A lot of people took inspiration from me due to my popularity, and also being a good friend. But I kind of wanted to like reduce that somehow now, because, well, it's my font, and I really wanted to have my stuff back. But hey, I wanted to be a nice guy, so I let my friends have permission. And that was until then when I wanted to start making a community, my own community for YouTube, which I have officially created now. I have a Discord, and I have a Facebook. I have 2 other channels, and that's it. I also have a TikTok as well, which is in the About feed. By means, you can click on my profile, like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. If you just do all those simple things, go to the About feed, click on more, because it'll show everything else, because I have my TikTok, my 2 other channels, and my Facebook. This is obvious here, my main. But mobile, CapCut Mobile sadly got rid of Yapari Bold, which kind of upsets me, which means I'm gonna have to use Yapari Bold, which is the font that I use now for TCSNR Productions. Yapari Bold is the font that I will be using more often in videos. But due to CapCut Mobile being a complete jackass, and yes, I'm saying that straight up because CapCut decided to remove 2 of my favorite fonts on mobile. They got rid of Gamers, and they got rid of Yapari Bold on mobile. And Yapari as well, which upsets me. Okay, ever since I introduced TCSNR Productions, and due to my popularity, I shared it with all of my friends, and this is where it brought me today, for Aries O'Neill TCSNR. I really hope you enjoyed this video of how I truly became myself, and how I truly became this channel the way it is now, for making plush content, railroad content, and gaming content as well, plus some IRL stuff as well, just me talking to the audience and posting it on the internet. But this is Aries, Robert William O'Neill, signing off of TCSNR Productions. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Stay strong, happy rail fanning. Peace.